Here's a little trick with motorcycles that you may not know about. If you took your MSF class and you struggled with slow speeds and you felt like the bike just wanted to topple over, I'm going to teach you something today that should make slow speed maneuvers a whole heck of a lot easier, and it starts with this: the magical rear brake. The rear brake is an awesome tool on a motorcycle. Motorcycling brakes are separated front and rear. You've got front brake right here at the front, and you've got rear brake right down here. So I'm sure your MSF class, if you've taken it yet, or if you're going to, they'll probably have you do something like this. They'll have you do something to the effect of waddling and doing all that stuff and taking off from a light and all that. But what happens when you're turning and you go for the front? Oh, just feels like the bike wants to tuck the front end by way of crashing. All you need to know is in order for your bike to feel more stable at slow speeds, just drag your rear brake a little bit. I know it might not seem like much, but you really shouldn't be using your front brake in very low speed conditions. You can obviously use it. You can stop the motorcycle with your front brake just like that. But really, if you're just cruising around like a parking lot or just trying to make your way through traffic or something like that, very, very slow crawling along, using the rear brake only actually allows you much more finesse over the machine. It lets you control it with a very nice degree of modularity and allows you to come to a complete stop very easily. The other thing it helps to do is to help you practice with the left foot down technique. So the best way to stop with a motorcycle is to come to a stop with your left foot down only. And if you practice using the rear brake all the time, well, you're not going to want to put your right foot down and make a mess of it and then, touch your front brakes and be all goofy with it. Now, instead, you will stop confidently, like a good motorcyclist, just like this, with the left foot down. I'll put you guys over here so you can see. So you'll be here, cruising along, and if you need to come to a stop, it's rear brake, that left foot down. One thing you do to practice is ride around with your left foot off the peg here, and then come to a stop, and then be like, oh my gosh, it's so easy. And then you can go back again, come to a stop, go back again. The other thing that the rear brake allows you to do is to stop while turning very effectively. You see here, you just go like that. While you're mid-turn, you can stop super easily. If you're going off to the right, you could be like, oh, very quickly put your foot down, do that sort of thing if you need to. But realistically, if you're coming off to the right, just like that, get that rear brake activated and you'll feel real nice with it. Rear braking is the way to go if you want to have a nice time riding slow with your motorcycle. The other thing it lets you do is sweet skids. So this is a slightly more advanced technique, but once you start having some fun with your bike, you may want to skid out the rear. And actually, just remember, this motorcycle has ABS equipped, so it won't let me do that because I can't turn it off on the fly. But if I could, I would smack down on the rear brake, and I could slide out my rear, come to a cool stop. However, this motorcycle has ABS preventing me from doing so I can't do the cool trick I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, remember, if you're going slow, check this out. You can tuck the front end of the bike if you go for the front brakes. The most important thing is to be smooth with your inputs. I'll put you guys back over here so you can see my hands and my feet. I'm always covering my front brake when I'm riding slow. Check this out. You just very slightly dab on the rear brake and the bike comes to a stop. No muss, no fuss. Very, very simple. The rear brake is an excellent tool for refining your skills on slow speeds. So if you find yourself not riding slowly the way you would want to, use the rear brake.
Folks, let me take a quick break to tell you about our giveaway GSX 8R. I have honestly been kind of blown away by this thing. Yes, I famously called it the French bulldog of motorcycles, but Suzuki's built an awesome, fun, flexible platform that allows you to lay down serious miles, tackle twisty roads, or just simply commute as well. It's a rewarding bike to ride, and I can't wait to keep enjoying it for the time I have it. Head over to yamanoob.co and become a member to start earning automatic entries that never expire. You can stack them up, apply them towards the current giveaway, or wait until we drop a new giveaway you're more interested in. It's the best way to support the show, and we literally could not do what we do without the thousands of members on the website. You also get access to our Discord server, which is easily the biggest and best in motorcycling. So head over there, sign up, and support. Thanks. Now let's get back into this episode.
Now, all that to say, using the rear brake is not super advantageous when riding actually at speed. The reason for that is that the rear brake doesn't have nearly the stopping power that the front brake does. So I'm going to run a little experiment for you guys here. I'm going to accelerate to about maybe 30 miles an hour, and then I'm going to use only front brake and then only rear brake at a point right over here. So once I hit that start of that sidewalk over there, I'm going to try it. So this is rear brake only. Okay, made it to about there. We'll flip around and try it once again with the front brake and demonstrate to you guys that the front brake is much, much, much more powerful than the rear. And the stopping distance will be greatly reduced. And keep in mind, this is just brakes, not engine braking. Obviously, if we wanted to do it the proper way, we would do engine braking as well. Click up in a second. We're at about 30 miles an hour. If we come here, right at here, and then dramatically different. That's about 10 feet away from where I was before. I was right at the edge of those flowers, right at the edge of right there. And that's at 30 miles an hour. Imagine it's 60. Now, I want to show you guys, if you have to come to an emergency stop, if you engine brake and use front and rear brake, just how much more quickly you can stop. Now again, I understand in emergency conditions, it will probably be a little scary to come to a stop while engine braking at the same time, but by not pulling in your clutch and keeping your revs up, that's going to be a good thing for you. So, over here right around 30, and way sooner. So yeah, using both brakes is very advantageous. Using just rear is best in slow speeds, and using the front is typically what you want to do in higher speed situations. So folks, I hope you learned something today by braking, and I hope you will break that subscribe button by smashing it so hard. I had to do it to him right there at the end. I really do appreciate all the support we've gotten over the last few months. Lots of people checking out the channel, new fans of the channel, checking it all out. Remember, this GSX-R is a giveaway motorcycle. Hit that link down below to yammynoob.co and check it out. I will catch you guys in the next one as I scramble away here. See you later.
Keep watching Yammy Noob.